All right, so get this. Today's deep dive takes us right to the edge. We're talking about blurring the lines between, like, biology and engineering.
Hmm.
It's synthetic biology, and wow, I'm seeing some stuff in these notes. It's like we're talking about programming living cells, like tiny computers.
It's kind of true. We can actually do that now. Things that we used to only dream about in, science fiction.
Yeah.
It's becoming real. But, at the heart of it all, synthetic biology is really about understanding, like, how DNA works. It's like nature's code. And then using that knowledge to design and build new biological systems.
Okay, see, now you have to break that down for me because I'm already feeling a little lost. What does it really mean to program DNA? I need the layman's terms.
Okay, so imagine like you have a set of instructions, right?
Right.
And they're written in this DNA code. So with synthetic biology, we can go in and edit those instructions, delete parts, add new ones. We can even rearrange them to make the cell behave in a totally different way.
Uh-huh.
And one of the most groundbreaking tools we have for this is called CRISPR. But we can get to that later.
Okay, okay.
It's fascinating stuff.
All right, so we've got the DNA code, we can edit it, and that's where these gene circuits come in, right? Your notes mention it being like designing a biological circuit board.
Yeah,
Wild.
it's a really good way to think about it. Gene circuits are like these tiny programs that we insert into a cell's DNA,
Okay.
and they use logic gates, kind of like, those if this then that puzzles,
Right, right.
to control how a cell responds to its environment. For example, like we could engineer a cell to light up if it detects a certain toxin in the water.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like a biological alarm.
Wait, so you're saying like we can program bacteria to like eat plastic and stuff?
Yeah,
That sounds like a sci-fi movie.
it's not sci-fi, it's happening now.
What?
And it gets even cooler. Scientists are now using AI to help design these gene circuits. They can actually run simulations to see how different combinations of genes will interact before even setting foot in a lab.
Whoa.
Mm.
This is like blowing my mind. We're really talking about programming life itself. But it's not just about creating like cool gadgets or anything, is it? Your notes mention synthetic biology has the potential to revolutionize like a ton of fields.
Oh, absolutely. One area where it's already making like massive waves is medicine. Remember CRISPR, that gene editing tool we were talking about earlier?
Right, right, yeah.
Scientists are using that to develop new treatments for, genetic diseases, engineer immune cells to actually fight cancer, and even create entirely new types of antibiotics.
So, wait, hold on. We could be looking at a future where we can like basically edit out genetic diseases.
Yeah.
That would be incredible. But I imagine there are like some challenges, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's not like quite that simple. It's definitely more complex than just finding the faulty gene and snipping it out.
Yeah.
There are definitely still some technical hurdles, like ensuring that CRISPR is super precise and doesn't accidentally make like unintended edits.
Right.
But, despite those challenges, the potential is just huge.
Yes.
And medicine is just like the tip of the iceberg.
Okay, so what else is on the horizon for synthetic biology? What about biofuels? One of the articles you shared mentioned using AI to design like algae that produce biofuel more efficiently.
Exactly. Imagine like harnessing the power of photosynthesis to create a sustainable source of energy, right?
Right.
We could potentially engineer algae or even like bacteria to produce biofuels on a massive scale,
Yeah.
reducing our reliance on fossil fuels. And it doesn't stop there. Synthetic biology has the potential to even transform agriculture, too.
Now, this is something I'm really curious about. What can we do with like plants?
Imagine engineering crops that are, more resistant to pests and diseases
Yeah.
or require way less water and fertilizer, or even, produce higher yields. We could create crops that are like specifically adapted to thrive in really challenging environments.
Ah,
And that could really address food security concerns in a changing climate.
this is incredible. It's like we're on the verge of a second green revolution.
Totally. And let's not forget about space exploration. Synthetic biology could play a vital role in, helping us establish a human presence beyond Earth.
Okay, now we're really getting into like science fiction territory. How would that even work?
Well, one idea is to engineer microorganisms that can help us, like terraform Mars.
What?
Yeah, we could potentially use synthetic biology to create, organisms that could actually survive in that Martian environment
Wow.
and even like generate oxygen, making the planet more habitable for humans.
Huh. This is all so incredibly exciting, but I have to admit it's a little overwhelming too. Where do we even begin to unpack all of this? I feel like we've opened like Pandora's box a little. It's exhilarating and a little scary at the same time.
Yeah.
We've gone from editing genes to like talking about terraforming
And we're
Mars.
just getting started, really.
Hmm.
The field of synthetic biology is like so young, and the pace of innovation is just, wow, incredible. And what's even more exciting is that these advancements, they aren't happening, in isolation. They're converging with other like huge technologies like AI and nanotechnology.
So it's not even just about biology anymore.
Right.
It's about how biology can work with these other fields. And I don't know, it's like creating something totally new.
Exactly. Imagine like using AI to design personalized medicine.
Wow. Tailored to your own genetic makeup. Or using like nanobots to deliver gene therapies
Yeah.
with like pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah.
It's mind blowing.
Okay, that's incredible. But with all this power to like manipulate life,
Yeah.
I mean, where do we even draw the line? How do we make sure all of this is used responsibly and ethically?
That's the big question. And it's definitely one we have to keep asking as we move forward. It's so important that we're having these open and honest conversations about the ethics of synthetic biology and that we develop some really solid regulations that put safety and sustainability first.
It's true. It's like we're standing at the edge of something brand new, a whole new frontier.
Yeah.
And like with any new frontier, there are risks, but there are also these amazing rewards. So we need to be careful, obviously,
Yeah.
but we also need to hold on to that sense of wonder.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Synthetic biology has the potential to solve some of the biggest problems facing the world. Climate change, food shortages, diseases that we thought were incurable. It's powerful, but it's up to us to make sure we're using this power responsibly for the good of everyone and for the planet.
It's a lot to think about, but I have to say, I am so excited about the future of synthetic biology. It just feels like a field bursting with potential, and I, for one, can't wait to see what incredible discoveries and innovations we come up with next.
Me too. It's really remarkable. It's going to get even more fascinating from here, that's for sure.
This deep dive has been incredible. If any of this piqued your interest, we encourage you to keep learning. There are tons of resources available online, and who knows, maybe you'll be inspired to jump into this amazing field yourself and help shape the future of, well, life itself. Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking those tough questions, and never lose that sense of wonder.